Okay, final review of the night. I've done a bunch of Rulebreakers videos already, so make sure you check out the channel. Also on my second channel, I've uploaded even more, so please do show your support on these videos. I've been absolutely battering FIFA to get this content out for you guys. Anyway, welcome to this 89 rated Rulebreakers Trent Alexander-Arnold player review. If you need some coins to improve your team, look no further than IG Vault for the cheapest coins on the market, and don't forget to use the code Kieron to get yourself a discount at the checkout. There's a chance to win some free coins just by clicking the link in the description too. Now if you watched my Rulebreakers predictions from the other day, you will know I did pretty well, and one of the players that I predicted was of course this Trent item. I just saw it coming, it was just very, very obvious, and obviously this card now has pace, which is something that his non-inform is certainly lacking within Ultimate Team. And it has to be said, this card does actually look really good, and it's currently coming in at just under 300k on both consoles. Now, in comparison to the non-inform item, as you can see, a big plus 11 in pace, plus 2 in shooting, plus 4 in dribbling, 3 in defending, and 4 in physical, things you'll love to see. And he has had a bit of a minor downgrade in the passing. It's -5, which is obviously quite a substantial amount, but for a right back, not too much of an issue, especially when he's still retained really good crossing and still pretty good passing stats for this stage of the game, especially on a defender. Like, you have some midfielders that have worse passing stats than this guy does. Now for a chem star, we are going to go with Anchor. Like, obviously a nice pace boost is very welcome, but the defensive boost is also great. But the main thing I want, to be honest, is that plus 10 in strength, which this chem style does indeed apply. I feel like for most part, people do use Kyle Walker in their Premier League teams, so they're probably hoping that this card can offer a really, really good alternative to him. Anyone else use any other Premier League right backs? I personally use Wan-Bissaka sometimes. I think he's quite good, but other than that, I really haven't touched too many others. Actually, that's a lie. I did try Cancelo for a bit. He was alright, but just not quite as good as Kyle Walker. Anyway, we're here to focus on Trent. We'll see how he compares to them in this video. So 4-star weak foot, very, very good for a defender. High medium work rates on this guy as well. He certainly does look like he can be played in midfield too, so that is certainly an option. Some traits right there. So pace, obviously very nice, and with the Yankee Chem style, we are going to boost it. His passing stats, like I've already touched on, are very good for a defender, and even better than some midfielders within the game, which is obviously very nice. Dribbling is fine, good ball control of 90 being a notable one in that area, and defensively, good interceptions and stand tackle, all of which will of course be boosted with that Anchor Chem style. Like, on paper, the card looks excellent. It looks like an absolute premium fullback option, so let's hope that in game he performs as such. Finally, we get into a game, and interestingly, we are going to have Trent right up against Phil Foden, who is a player who I actually think is very, very good this year. There's a chance. Trent. Oh, what a ball for Joko. Oh, the touch, just too heavy. Great pass, though. Time to switch play, I think. Booming pass across the field, which will be kept in by Tierney. No, he's missed the header. That's unfortunate. Don't like that. Trent's header, oh, was not a convincing one, and it almost ends up in the back of our net. Well, 2-2 at the break. Not a great performance. You can tell I'm recording this very late at night. I'm exhausted. Foden going to try and get down the wing. Trent's going to deny him that opportunity. Foden going to try and get past Trent, and he's actually done so, and we were fortunate there. So that game's just ended, and unfortunately we didn't get the win. Let me just say this, Fabianski might be the worst goalkeeper I've ever used on Ultimate Team. Horrific in that game. I thought Trent did alright though. Positionally, not too great, and we are going to put stay back on him for the games going forward, but when he was involved, he felt good on the ball. Like, is it offensive play? It's very, very good. But yeah, just need to sort out that positioning. I feel like that's his main issue at the minute. Okay, we've got two things to do before we go into the next game. Like I say, we're going to put stay back while attacking on Trent, just because he's shooting forward way too much and leaving gaps in behind. And we're also going to do this because he is just absolute garbage. I'm fully aware he's not worth out, but I just want him out the club. Bit of a shame really, because I actually like Fabianski in real life, but yeah, his card sucks. Anyway, onwards and upwards, and into the next game we go. We are going to be facing this up next. It's not a bad team, pretty OP defense, but hopefully we can do the job in this one. Nice, good work. Trent and Bruno linking up nicely there. Opportunity for Sterling. Trent gets the block in there. Nice tackle there by Trent. You mistimed that and it's a penalty. Okay, half-time in this one. Very, very tense game. 0-0. As you can see from the possession, my opponent just loves to keep the ball. And he's one of them players who just, you know, you literally pass around the back just to keep possession. And just abuse skill moves when I'm not even near him just to, you know, try and keep the ball. But as you can see from chances created, not working out too well for him right now because we're defending well. But I just feel like I'm one through ball away from conceding. Opportunity for Trent to get forward now, a bit of space for him. Puts a nice dink in there to Bernardo. In behind. Oh, Trent's been somehow out-muscled there by Sterling. Gets back at him. Does well, to be fair. Trent switches play over past to Kieran Tierney. And there's full time. Sadly, we don't get the win, but it does end in a 2-2 draw. Tough game, to be fair, and just wait till you see the possession stats. So yeah, it was one of them games. It was one of them opponents who just... was very, very frustrating with possession. Very happy to pass around the back, and we actually scored in the 90th minute in extra time because he was passing around the back after going 2-1 up, but we nabbed the ball and we put the ball in the back of the net. Anyway, how was Trent in that game? Much better now that he's on stay back while attacking. Made some good tackles and yeah, also got involved in some good attacks as well. Nice passing on the guy. Game number 4. Whoa. Player of the month, Ronaldo. That's the first time I've come up against him. Don't see anyone use this card. Okay, let's go. Let's try and find... I was going to say let's try and find Mane, but Son... Whoa, closes us down nicely. Let's get rid of that ball from this wing. Eventually we do get possession, and we actually do get an attack now. Down the wing into Son, but Trent deals with him very nicely there. Well, half-time in this one. We are 2-0 up, and... I don't think I've ever met a player with such a good team, but the only thing he has in his arsenal is that time finesse. He's been spamming it all game long. Nice from Trent. Sets up Ronaldo. Oh, don't know why I thought that was going to dip in. Read the pass, just couldn't get there in time, and just sadly can't quite dispossess Ronaldo, but Kante helps us out. Get to that, please, Trent. Come on. I feel like he just isn't as quick as he should be. Nice tackle though on Son, and done really well to retrieve the ball. And then we cross field clear it for hopefully Mane. It is Mane. Love to see it. And after we found the third in this game, my opponent did quit, and that was by far Trent's best game in my club so far. Okay then, Trent's time in the club has now come to an end. Let's discuss the overall performance and give a verdict on this Rulebreakers Trent Alexander-Arnold card. Is it good? Yes. Is it great? Offensively, yes. Defensively, I would probably say no. And the card definitely has like a bunch of positives, but there also are a few things which I think just hold it back. And I'll say straight away, if you are looking for a Premier League right back, I'd probably still go with Kyle Walker. I just feel like, you know, he's quite OP in a way, like he always has been, just super quick and super strong, and he's just a really effective fullback. And it's not just like that, it's also the fact that he's so much cheaper than this Trent item as well. Like this Trent card is literally like times 10 the cost of Walker, and he just doesn't represent good value for money in that sense. Obviously this card could drop in price a lot, and maybe then I'll have to reevaluate my comments on the price, but we'll obviously cross that bridge when we come to it. Anyway, what did I like about this Trent card? The passing's brilliant for a defender, no surprise there. I thought on the ball he felt quite good, very good ball control, and when he was actually near a man, his defensive abilities were actually very, very good, so I'm happy with those areas of his games. Positionally though, he's not great. I definitely need to tell you guys to put stay back while attacking on him, unless you're happy to have him shooting forward, because he does and he will a lot. This card likes to get forward and he will leave holes in behind unless you put that instruction on him, so do be warned. Obviously, if you're a big fan of an attacking fullback, that'll be fine for you, but if you're not and you struggle defensively, you need to put that instruction on, or you're going to have a tough time with this card, because as I say, he does like to get forward. Another thing which annoyed me a little bit about this card was the fact that he just didn't feel that quick, which was really, really odd, because most fullbacks I use do feel pretty rapid, but Trent just didn't, and I think you will have seen that in the footage. I'm definitely not saying he feels slow by any means, but certainly not as quick as I thought he would in game. But yeah, all in all, very, very good for an attacking fullback. So if that's something that interests you, if you like to attack with your fullbacks, definitely a card to consider. But if you are looking for a defensive Premier League right back option, I'd probably go with Kyle Walker. I just think he's just so much better value for money, and I think his physicals just help him out so much in game. So yeah, I personally would stick with Walker. But obviously, if you're a Liverpool fan, definitely pick up this card. Alternatively, what you could do is play this card in midfield, in which he'd probably offer a pretty good box-to-box option. So there is things to consider. But all in all, I don't think he's worth to pick up at the current cost, but obviously his price will come down quite a bit, and if his price does drop substantially, then at that point he probably will be worth a go. But right now, like versus Kyle Walker, I'm picking Walker still. Okay, so that'll do us for this player review. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like rating on it. On the screen right now, you've got some options. Do you want to see some player reviews, team predictions, or some rankings? Give one of them links a click.